5280 Sports Network, Nate Lundy, Sean Drotar. It is your morning minute on a Tuesday. A handful of sort of rapid-fire topics that we can get to. First and foremost, Sean, the Nuggets are beginning their training camp. They're doing so in Omaha, though. Kind of an interesting move.
Yeah, Creighton University is where they're deciding to go ahead and do training camp. It is sort of interesting. The Nuggets want to change things up a little bit. They want to basically take the guys, go on a retreat, get that idea where you're traveling and bonding, hoping that'll increase the team chemistry kind of quickly. Maybe valuable for the Nuggets, who have a lot of guys that come from a lot of different countries and cultures that they try to mash together. It's an interesting kind of idea, thinking a bit outside the box, but I actually think it makes a lot of sense given the composition of this team.
And you can go to the zoo. The other news and notes coming out of the Nuggets, who had their media day yesterday. First of all, the video posted up at 5280sportsnetwork.com. Matt Smith was there, provided a recap video for us if you want to check that out. They're going to retire Dikembe Mutombo's number 55. No word on whether or not it will have an audio animatronic finger attached to it or not, but they will go ahead and retire his number. Sean, your thoughts on Dikembe going to the rafters?
I think it's a good fit. This is a guy that was so impactful, one of the most beloved Nuggets ever, Defensive Player of the Year back in 94-95, and of course so memorable not only for what he's done on the court but off the court. And he didn't spend his whole career with the Nuggets, obviously, but one of the more memorable guys. And they are, when they retire the jersey on opening night, giving away foam fingers. So you can be going, no, 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 to everyone in front of you and annoy everybody all the way down the rows, all the way to the floor.
Not in my house. Now we go to the Avalanche, who have their first preseason game of the year tonight against Minnesota. This is the sort of unofficial beginning of the Jared Bednar time with the Avalanche. Is there anything in particular, Sean, that you can glean out of some preseason with the Avs, or do you really need to wait and see regular season and see the roster, the line combinations, etc., or can you gain something out of these preseasons?
Well, you can find out if some of the younger guys appear ready for the NHL. I think you can tell that, but as much as the preseason for the NHL, that's why we don't probably every year even know what the team's record is. It's not that impactful. You want to get out of there healthy. You want to be able to get a few ideas for line combinations. But now this is about adjusting to a new coach and presumably a new system. So that's a big part for the Avs, and they want to get going and hit the ground running because this is a team that I think has underachieved talent-wise the last couple years. I'll just be happy, Nate, if they're playing hard and skating hard in the first period as opposed to waiting until the second and third to get going.
Absolutely. And then as we wrap up, like I said, some rapid-fire news and notes for you on a Tuesday. Congratulations to Steven Montez, who was named the Offensive Player of the Week in the Pac-12. After throwing for over 330 yards, 3 touchdowns, ran for 135 yards,
Not
I think.
was too shabby for your first start.
No, that's the kind of thing that gets you weekly honors in the Pac-12 without a doubt. So congratulations to him. My Oregon State Beavers come calling to Folsom this Saturday. I'm sure more on that, and he and I will have some sort of weird wager by the time we get to the weekend. And then, of course, the Broncos have their off day here on Tuesday. They get back to work on Wednesday, so we'll have the news and notes for you with the Broncos, the health of Virgil Green, things like that we'll keep track of all week long. Your morning minutes always here on milehighsports.com, the archive at 5280 Sports Network as well. And so we encourage you to make sure to check all of those out. For Sean Drotar, I'm Nate Lundy. We'll talk to you tomorrow.